Back now with those strikes across the Middle East today, putting law enforcement here at home on alert for potential retaliatory strikes and protesters taking to the streets. Valerie Castro is tracking it all from New York City.
Tonight, protests across the U.S. against strikes in Iran as law enforcement is on alert, working with intelligence agencies to thwart any potential threats to the United States and stepping up patrols at sensitive areas like houses of worship and diplomatic sites.
I think we should absolutely be worried about retaliation.
New York City police coordinating across agencies out of an abundance of caution, adding a visible presence outside the Israeli consulate and Iranian mission to the UN. 3 senior law enforcement officials say there are no plots or specific threats that U.S. counterterrorism officials are tracking, but they caution the situation could change.
These guys are going to want to strike back. Who's the most vulnerable domestically? It's usually our biggest cities, New York, Washington, Los Angeles, Chicago. They want to strike where there's impact.
In recent years, the FBI and NYPD's Joint Terrorism Task Force have stopped multiple Iran-backed plots. 3 men were convicted in a plot to kill an Iranian journalist in New York. Others charged in plots to assassinate former Ambassador John Bolton and then candidate Donald Trump, after the U.S. killed the commander of the Iranian military's Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps in a strike in 2020. Besides the potential for threats against physical targets like synagogues, Iran could also retaliate through a cyber attack, though officials say Iran's near-total internet blackout limits those concerns. Tom?
Still so many on alert tonight. All right, Valerie, thank you. We're back in a moment with the economic impact of the Iran attack here at home. Are oil and gas prices about to go up? That's next. We're back now with more on the U.S. and Israeli attack on Iran and what the unfolding conflict in the Middle East could mean for gas prices here at home. For that, we turn now to NBC News business and economy reporter Ali Canal. So, Ali, what can we expect?
Well, Tom, analysts tell me oil prices are likely to rise when markets reopen Sunday evening. Depending on how the conflict escalates, they say crude could jump as much as $15 to $20 a barrel. Typically, every $1 move in oil translates to about 2 to 3 cents per gallon. So an increase like that could mean gas prices rising anywhere from 30 to 60 cents a gallon. And that's on top of normal seasonal increases. Now, Iran only accounts for about 3 to 4% of global oil production. The real risk here is broader regional disruption, especially if there are issues around that critical Strait of Hormuz.
Yeah, and explain to our viewers, Ali, the Strait of Hormuz, why it's so important.
Yeah, we have a map here to show you. As you can see, it's a narrow waterway along Iran's southern coast, and about 1/5 of the world's oil supply moves through it every single day. If the strait is disrupted and global supply tightens, that could drive prices higher, and it's what markets will be keeping a close eye on in the coming days.